Hi, welcome back. How are you guys doing? What's up with you? Me? I've been rereading the available chapters or episodes for Let's Play on Webtoon because I really want to know what happens next, but I'm too broke to afford FastPass, so I'm just rereading the entire thing to get my fill until the next update. I'm doing great, guys. That's my life. Anyway, welcome back to another unedited writing vlog. Before we move on, though, I really feel the need to point this out. My shirt matches my water bottle. Okay? That's right. Anyway, I just felt like pointing that out to you guys. I don't know why. But yeah, this is another writing vlog because why not? This time I wanted to rant a little bit about my overactive imagination. So we're gonna scoot behind me to show off my struggle. Okay, so and because this is unedited, you guys get to come with me and I don't crop any of this out. Do you see behind me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 stories. All right here. And it is exhausting. And it's extra exhausting because I know there will probably be more before I can actually settle on a story. Yay! I love it so much. Yeah, this will be a fun video unedited. Anyway, I have what's called an overactive imagination, and it is both a blessing and a curse. It's a blessing because it is extremely rare when I don't have an idea in my head, but it's also a curse because it can be very, very difficult to focus on one story at a time, as evidenced by the frickin' 6 notebooks plus behind me. It's, that's great. And for me, and I don't want to blame my overactive imagination, but I really want a scapegoat. I have trouble focusing on one story until I get to the point where I can just sit down and focus like crazy on it. If I can't do that, then this is what happens. Freaking 6+ notebooks of stories. Plus I have stuff on my electronic devices and it's exhausting because I'll be like, okay, this story. I'm gonna focus and work on this story. And then a week later, my imagination's like, hey, have you thought of this yet? You haven't? Let's write it down and then focus on that for a week. Then we'll do it all again. Yeah, it's frustrating. It's frustrating too when you can be inspired by literally anything and everything. I think really just the thing that gets to me the most about having an overactive imagination is the struggle with focusing on one story. And I know eventually I get there because, like, I've completed many stories before, so obviously I can sit down and finish a novel, but that in between from finishing a story to finding the next one, it's just a pile of notebooks, and most of them end up collecting dust inside, one of my shelves. It's I don't know if any other writers can relate to this, but it's like sometimes you get this idea and you know deep down that you are never ever gonna work on it ever again, but you just can't bring yourself to get rid of it. especially for me, I devote a notebook to a story idea, and I'm like, that's it. That's the only thing that can go into this notebook is this one story. And even if I abandon it, it doesn't matter. That notebook will forever belong to that story. But yeah, just this transition period between finishing a novel and finding the next one to write, it's exhausting. Again, it's a blessing and a curse because, yay, I have a really active imagination and that's really good, and I'm always coming up with fresh ideas and just, I'm always on the ball, just going, which I suppose in a way I would rather have that than no inspiration and just like the most intense version of writer's block where it's like you have nothing, literally nothing, not even ideas. So I guess I'd rather have that, you know, my overactive imagination than the other half. But it's also, if my brain could calm down, that'd be great. Yeah, this isn't going to be edited, I just realized. So I can't just sit and stare off into space and go, what am I going to say next? In case you haven't gathered, the whole technology situation that I had the last video is still ongoing. So I am recording on my phone with non-copyrighted music playing in the background. Yahoo! I wanted to record this video mainly to have content, but I also just wanted to express like the curse of an overactive imagination is it is exhausting. And I don't know if any other writers or artists out there can relate where it's you just want to sit down and focus on one thing, but your imagination and your brain is going, no, you need to focus on this thing super intensely before you completely give it up because I came up with this other thing that you're gonna work on. It's especially annoying when that happens at night. When suddenly this idea pops in your head and you're like, I gotta write that down at the very least. You know, take notes. Or you get really super excited about it, and you just take off, and next thing you know, it's like 2 o'clock in the morning or 4 o'clock in the morning, whatever, and you're like, oh, crap, I need to sleep. That's annoying too. I really don't know the purpose of, I know the purpose of this video is to get content out there. I don't know where I'm gonna go with the rest of this video. I just wanted to complain about my overactive imagination and how it is my scapegoat for the fact that I have trouble focusing on one story at a time for like 6 months. And then I'll write a book for 3 months. Like, I'll sit down, focus on a book for 3 months, finish it in 3 months, and then start all over again, where it's like 6 to 9 months of going, well, here's an idea, and here's an idea, and here's an idea. And most of the time, the book that I stick with is not any of the others. So it's like I said, there's probably going to be another notebook added to that collection behind me. Because it'll be this story that just completely came out of left field. And that's the one I'm going to focus on. And it's frustrating, because it's like, I have planned these 6 other stories here, plus a whole slew of abandoned stories. And no, I'm gonna sit down and complete a story that came out of nowhere. Thanks, brain. Thanks, imagination. Really appreciate that. You guys get to deal with that too. Excuse me. I think I'm gonna wrap that video up here because, like I said, I have no idea where this video is going and I really just want content out there. So I don't blame you guys if you don't watch this one. I don't know what I'm doing. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching if you managed to make it through this video. I hope you guys enjoyed and I hope to see you all in the next video. Goodbye. Also, I can't wait for the new Let's Play episode. I am dying.